Okay, so now you should have the outer kind of shell of your building. So you've got your external walls, internal walls, doors, and windows. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the roof of the building to finish off the external shell. So in order to do the roof, there are a couple of things we need to do. So first of all, we're going to create a typical pitch roof. So as you normally see, so a pitch roof should be like that. So there's a couple of things that we'll have to change in Revit in order to do that. But if you click on roof level, double click on roof level, now you do need to have underlay on for this because you need to see where the edge of the walls are so that you can obviously align your roof onto that and the overlaps onto that as well, overhang sorry onto that as well. So if you don't have it on, make sure your properties, if you're going to properties, make sure your underlay is onto first floor so at least then you can see where the edge of the walls are, so you can that's where you're going to draw against. Okay, so in in roofs, I'll demonstrate a couple of roofs for initially. So if we go to architecture roof, Revit automatically creates roofs. Okay, so you can not have to do much, and it will create a roof. Okay, for you, and then you can edit that roof to be as you want. So this one, there's only one type. There's a Concept 400. Again, you can that's the only type I've given you to use for now. I want to select the overhang. So this one. So this button here, define slope, it means that it's going to slope all those parts of the roof. So it's going to create slopes. Overhang is overhang of the roof. So how far do you want it to overhang off the wall? So typically they're about 350, 400, sometimes even less than that, but I'll make mine 350. And then again, same as before, you've got all your tools there. You can draw, you can draw lines, walls. You can draw lines, rectangles. I'm just going to use the pick wall tools because that's the easiest and most accurate tool. Now this one, you've got to beware that the dashed lines go on the outside of the wall, okay? Because dash line indicates your overhang for that roof, so the roof will sit on the outside. So if you just go around there on all the four walls, the purple line will sit outside of that external wall, okay? So that's the overhang. That's that 350 we've specified before, okay? Now if we've done that, it's just the simplest way of doing it. Once we've done that, if you tick it, and that now, you go back to your 3D, that will create a roof on its own. So it will dictate what the roof is, it will make all the joins to that roof. If I go back to the roof and I click on the roof again and click on edit footprint, I can go in and adjust these angles. So I can go in, click each of these lines to adjust the angles. So if I click on this line and say I want to adjust that angle to 45, and then I want to adjust this angle to 45 too. Then tick. See what that does. That'll change the angles of each of those end pictures to 45. Okay, so you can go in and adjust it by going up back to the roof level, click on the roof, edit footprint, and adjust them manually. So what we're going to do is, if I take all that off, so if I delete all these lines, so click on it and then click delete on your keyboard. So I'm going to redraw this. But I'm going to redraw it in a slightly different way. So I'm going to pick walls. I'm not going to select overhangs this time. I'm going to deselect define slope. So I'm going to create a flat roof first. So a flat roof. So that's how you create a flat roof. So if you go around, there's no slopes. You can see that little symbol is not there for slopes. Click tick. And then if you go 3D, that's create a flat roof. Okay. So a simple flat roof. If I go back to my roof level, and then if I again select the roof, edit footprint. Now I want to put two slopes on at either end. So if I click on that one, and if I go to my properties panel, I can click on define slope, and that means this edge will define a slope for the ceiling, for the roof. Again, this one define slope, and then that will define the slope on this side. We can change the angle of those two slopes, so I might make them 45 degrees. And this one again, 45 degrees, then tick. And what that's done now is create a pitch 45 degrees as a pitch roof, as we normally see on semi-detached houses, for example. Okay. Now this is obviously a simple way of creating roofs. There is much more complicated ways of creating roofs. There's cuts, there's hip roofs, all this kind of stuff. For now, we'll just keep it quite simple. So that's a pitch roof that we're going to create. So you can see here, if I click off of it, that's a typical pitched roof. Now you can see obviously there is holes in the end of our walls, so our end walls, so our gable walls have to be filled in either end. So a couple of ways of doing this. So the easiest way of doing this is obviously if you select the wall, you can select SA to select all the walls, so it will select all the external walls, or you can do this one by one as well. So you can select one wall and do this same process again. So I'll just do it by one wall. So you can select that one wall, attach to top and base, and then click the roof, and then that will attach that wall to the underside of that roof. Okay, that's what that command is telling Revit to do. So I'll undo that. Again, you can SA for all of them, attach top and base, select the roof, and that will take all 4 walls and extend them all the way to the underside of that roof. Okay, so that's what it looks like there, and that's our pitched roof on now.